Hey, I'm Sky and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a set of ground glass for the number 16 Cirkut camera. Let's get started. Alright, starting off I'm going to look at what glass I got. I had a local supplier go ahead and cut this for me. I'm a little annoyed that this corner's rounded in, but whatever. Let's grab the camera and see if it actually fits. Got a nail or something on this side sticking out for some reason. I'll have to figure out what's going on there. Yeah, it's two finishing nails that are sticking out here for some reason. Okay, well, I mean, drive those in and it should fit fine. Let me see the other side. These are going to be some of the things you'll need to do this project. You'll need some aluminum oxide. Specifically, if you can help it get 600 grit, don't go any lower than 400 or over 800. 600 is pretty much the standard for making good high resolve rate ground glass. You need some isopropyl alcohol. That's to help clean the surface of any other contaminants and debris. Some paper towels for cleaning, and a spoon and some distilled water or RODI water, whatever you have available. Just try to keep as much contaminants out as possible. Let's go ahead and start by cleaning up the area. I'm going to use some isopropyl alcohol here with some paper towels to wipe down any of the cutting fluid that they used, any of this grease and leftover particles. Just basically get it as clean as possible. I'm not going to clean both sides, just the sides that I'm going to be grinding. I'm going to take some aluminum oxide and distribute it loosely around the center. After which, I'll mix it with some water, just so I don't contaminate the surface any more than it already could be from just being open in the air. I'm going to wear a glove as I mix these two together, the water and the aluminum oxide. You just want to mix it into a loose slurry. Once it's about that consistency, then you're pretty much golden. And I'm just going to move this back and forth for a good while. You want to maintain some figure 8 movements throughout this. Try to keep that figure 8 going, end over end, edge over edge, for the next 20 to 30 minutes. As the grinding material starts to dissipate, it's going to go from a crunchy sound to a very just slop sound. Change out the aluminum oxide and water and keep going. Once you've completed the grind, make sure you take and rinse off all the excess aluminum oxide. Dry it, then mount it in your camera to make sure it fits perfectly. Everything looks good here, so it's time to test it. I went ahead and installed my 24-inch f11 Gertz R-Tar. I have a lens board specifically for the number 16 and for the number 10, so I can kind of demonstrate the difference between the 600 grit and whatever the previous ones were made from. I didn't make the number 10s, so I don't really know, can't really tell you what it was made from, but it's not as good as what I did with the 600. And just this digital zoom alone, you can already see that it's a lot better than, well, you'll get to see here in a minute. I pulled the macro lens out in my 5D Mark II and did this close-up shot to kind of see all of the detail that you're going to be able to pull out of this. I used a loop to focus, and I was surprised. It was night and day, the difference between this and the glass that's on my number 10. Moving over to the edge, I'm showing the split between the two panels. Kind of give you a reference. Here's a wide shot so you can see about where we're looking at on the ground glass. This is a shot from the number 10, and it's the same 24-inch RTAR. It's just night and day. I do not know what was used to grind this glass, but it makes everything look like it's refracting. You lose so much contrast. And here's a shot between the two. The number 10 on the left and the number 16 on the right. You can see there's a big difference in contrast. It's the exact same lens, just different ground glass. This was what I thought was kind of interesting. There's a tree limb here, and you can see it on the right, but you can't really tell if there's one on the left. But it's the exact same shot. There's no difference, just the glass. Anyways, that's pretty much it. If you're new here, get subscribed, as I've got some more work going on with my RTAR collection and the main lenses that I use for my number 10. I'm going to be doing some work with the lens boards and some new gears. If you want to, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I'm also going to be working on this 6-inch Metragon. I'm playing around with building a shutter for it and seeing if I can get it to function again. I pulled this out of a K17 military lens. I'm hoping I can get it to work separately from this housing. But anyways, until next time, thanks for watching. And if you're new here, YouTube thinks that you might like this video. Why don't you click it and watch?